Hey foodies! Chef Pete is back and thanks for stopping by to visit. Today I'm going to take our one pan, which I've got a little olive oil in, and we're going to make an unstuffed stuffed pepper. So to do this, I've got about half a pound of ground turkey. You can use ground beef if you so like. On the board I have some squash, some peppers, and over here I have some more peppers and onions, so we can mix them all in. I have a little tomato sauce, okay, some rice, and we're gonna make with some nice spices, garlic, basil, a little bit oregano, and some extra onion. We're going to make an unstuffed stuffed pepper. So instead of getting a pepper, getting your colored peppers or your green peppers and cutting them over and then cooking them and then stuffing them, we're just going to take them and we are going to...
Would this be called the easy method?
This is called the unstuffed easy method, Anthony. Absolutely correct. So first thing in goes our meat. Okay, so our meat is in, and what we're going to do is break it up. Anthony's coming over to
just
show.
Trying to get a little bit closer.
That's okay, Anthony's coming over.
Get a better shot of all of this.
And we're going to break up our meat first, just like this. Okay. And we're going to brown our meat. So first things first, let's get a little salt on our meat. We need some salt on this dish. Little salt. Here we go. Salt it is. And you can put pepper if you like. I'm going to give it a little oregano. Just like that. And then I'm going to give it some basil. So I think today I want in our stuffed peppers to have a little basil. And I got some dried basil here. We'll get that in there. Remember, ground turkey or ground beef, really, ground beef has a little more flavor than the ground turkey, but in the end you have to add some flavor, right? And some parsley, and then I'm going to add some of this minced onion, and then I'm going to throw in the peppers I showed you in onions, but we'll get some minced onion in there, and a little bit of garlic powder, just like this, little garlic powder, okay? And what we're going to do is we're browning this in our pan, and I'm going to flip him over here. We'll start to mix this up and break up our meat a little bit. Break up our meats. And because we're doing it unstuffed, it doesn't have to be so minced up that it's so small. So you can leave it a little bigger, so when you put it on the plate and you plate it later when it's cooked, you have some bigger pieces of meat mixed in and we don't lose it all, okay? All right, because I'm not using the peppers to... Okay, hold it, right? All right, so now I have some onions and peppers here. Right in they go. And I'm gonna add, on top of these onions and peppers, I'm going to add some more onions and peppers, and I'm going to move the squash out of the way here and get to my peppers right here. Okay. And we're going to just add these right on top. And I'm adding squash to this dish. I have some yellow squash and I have some green squash, and I'm adding some squash to this dish just so that we can have a little extra added veggies besides our peppers and onions, which are cooking now. Okay, so we've got them in here. And what we're going to do is let this cook for a few minutes, right? And then, after they get a little bit more, I'm going to mix them all in and I'm going to add the rice. So now, let's add the rice. I've got about 3/4 of a cup. This is basmati. Use white, use brown, use whatever you like. In it goes. There we have it. Okay. And now I'm going to give it a little more salt. Okay? And then what we're going to do is here I have about, I don't know, a cup, a little better than a cup of some marinara sauce. And we're going to get this in here. So we get all of this in. Because what we need to do is cook our rice and cook everything together so we make a nice mixture, okay? So when we come back, I'm going to add the last ingredient, which is some chicken stock. And we'll see you in a few. This is Peter Carpizos making unstuffed stuffed peppers today. Out!